Is the Z1100 for Kawasaki dead on arrival? We're going to tackle the new Z1100 in today's video. We'll talk about the potential discontinuation of the ZX10R. This is the strangest apartment building I've ever seen. It looks like a hotel, and there are 3, maybe 4 cars. I went all the way around. There's only a few cars parked here, so I don't know if they just opened, but it's really bizarre that it's just an empty parking lot and no one seems to live at this apartment complex. Is anyone going to be buying the Z1100? That is a huge question that we're going to discuss today. So the Z1100 has been officially revealed for Europe, and it is supposed to come to the United States. They have registered for emissions certifications and that sort of thing already with the Z1100. Now we already get this engine in the Ninja 1100 SX. It is a newer engine in the fact that it's been a little bit changed compared to the old 1043cc bike. Oh god. At stock, anyways, it's 134 horsepower and about 83 pound-feet of torque. Now, if you tune it, you can get a little bit more power. I've seen 140 horse, maybe more. Alright. Now, in Europe, it looks so, and it's going to be the same for the US, it looks so similar to the old Z1000s, and the old Z1000 stopped selling around 2016 here in the US. Okay, and so the old Z1000 was a cool bike. I always thought it would be amazing to own one. But, you know what, 5 years ago when they came out with the Z900, I mean, it's like, what's the point of Z1000, all right? And the Z900, for example, has 123 horsepower. So it's down about 10, 11 horsepower stock to stock versus the Z1100. Now, there's 2 variants. There's the Z1100, and then there's the Z1100 SE. The SE is expected to cost about $2 grand more in the US, and it gives you an Öhlins rear fork, it gives you Brembo brakes, steel braided lines, that sort of thing. And this bike is expected to retail for the non-SE at $12,000 and $14,000 for the SE model. And it's like, that's $3 grand more than the already insanely equipped Honda Hornet 1000 SP. So it's, in my opinion, this bike's dead on arrival. And I'll see you guys comment down below, like, what's wrong with the Z900 at $10,000? Okay, is it worth $2 grand more and some more torque? Yes, there's a torque advantage for the 1100 over the 900, but is it worth it? $2 grand more, up to $4 grand more for the SE over the Z900. To me, it doesn't make sense. All right, just give me the Z900. In fact, I'd rather have a Z900 RS over the Z1100. One of the few twisty roads in Naples, but yeah, it's like the speed limit's so low that it just kind of takes the fun out of it. But at least it's prettier than the straight roads I typically have, so I'll give that to you guys. Just a little, the smallest hint of twisties that I have here. Alright, so yes, it has ride modes. It's going to have the 6-axis IMU, which I think is going to be technically superior to the Hornet, but you know, it just depends on the buyer and their needs for all that extra safety features. Alright, invasive lizard back there. And now we need to talk about the Hornet, because the Hornet, guys, the CB1000 SP, it's just, I think it's a better looking bike, but that's subjective. So you have that for $11,000. It comes with similar equipment, but more horsepower from the factory. Well, I shouldn't say from the factory, because in America the CB1000 is nerfed. And just go get a $300 tune from the CB1000 Hornet, and you'll get 150 horsepower, which jumps past the Z1100, and you're still saving about $3,000 compared to the SE model anyways. So I don't see this bike succeeding here unless they crush the price. They would have to lower the price of the Z900, which that would be crazy for it to compete a little bit closer with, let's say, the CB750, and it would smoke it in terms of raw horsepower. But the Z900 could go down in price, and they also lower the price, the expected price of the Z1100. Instead of $12,000, maybe they sell it for $11,000 and then $13,000. But even then, the CB Hornet still smokes it for bang for your buck, and that's where I think Kawasaki is going to run into issues, not only in the US but in Europe with this bike compared to the Honda Hornets. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. It's always fun to see what you guys think. Are you like a never Honda person? You know, are you only going to buy Kawasaki? I mean, I'll just do my little U-turn here. So now that topic's done for now, until we get the official reveal of the the Z1100 for America. All right, I think it's screwed in Europe, just like the GSX-8. What is it? The GSX-8, not the GSX-8R. It's the new GSX-8T. I can't even think of what it's called. But the retro style GSX-8 bike, that thing's dead on arrival in Europe and probably in the United States due to its stupid pricing. All right, so let's talk about the other big omission in Kawasaki's lineup. They announced all their sport bikes, and they have new livery. All right, they went back to Kawasaki green, a little bit of blue. Doesn't look anywhere as good as the 40th anniversary. It's like a poor man's 40th anniversary livery. It doesn't look anywhere as good. Let me know if you agree or disagree. But with the glaring omission, this Cadillac does not know where they're going. Typical old people. The glaring omission is the ZX-10R. The ZX-10R is not in the announced 2026 lineup. Could they be skipping a model year while they bring out some minor improvements to it? I don't know. It could be officially dead. And if it's officially dead, it is heartbreaking for them to not even announce it or have a final edition or anything. Well, she is tan, that lady. Jeez. The leader class bikes are still, they're still there. They're not nearly as sought after as they were maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, the leader class bikes, because, well, not everyone needs 200 horsepower at the wheel. And they cost a lot of money. Like, I can have 99% of the same fun on a lower displacement 4-cylinder compared to a liter bike. Without doing anything too stupid. Insurance isn't going to be crazy, and I still have all the safety features that a liter bike has, so it's the liter bike class has been dying for years, I'm sure. Let me know if you guys are sad that the 10R is not available for 2026, or maybe they're preparing something special. I just don't know what's going on with it. Shout out to the Camry XSE there. Camry hybrid, one of the goats, fantastic automobile for the money. You know, lane splitting is not legal here, which is the dumbest thing, because look at that gap. It's where I want to be. Do we got a V12 here? The Dakota beat the V12 off the line. That's cool. V12 twin turbo, Jesus. Oh man, I think it probably hit close to 200 on the Autobahn or something. But that's cool. I'll see you guys in the comments. Motorbike is the motorbike world right now is still pretty crazy, just like the car world is. We have some crazy. We're getting close to Japan Mobility Show, which Kawasaki will have a booth, but they haven't shared anything cryptic or any teasers. But Honda has, and they will be having not only the CB1000 SE and FSE models, if that makes sense, the retro Hornets. They also will be having a new concept EV motorcycle, and it looks, from the teaser, it looks absolutely insane. And it's a nice Porsche, as you would down here where I live. V12s, Porsches, no big deal everywhere you go. Ferraris, I'm surprised we didn't see a Ferrari in today's ride. Alright, but I'll catch you guys in the comments. And if you want to see more content, make sure to subscribe, all that fun stuff. Ride safe out there, be safe, take care of the people around you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.